Hi guys, I hope you're having a great week.
Hi.
We just started Thanksgiving break, so that's very exciting. So before we get too far into this lesson, I do want to wish you and your families all a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And thank you for being a part of our church family.
Sorry.
You are very valued, and we miss you like crazy, and I hope you enjoy the day tomorrow. Again, it's going to be different than it has been in the past, but it's still going to be a great, great day. And we need to be thankful that we're still here, we're still healthy, and we still can interact with each other. Today's lesson is going to be on Jesus is forgiving. And we're going to start with Luke 22, verse 54 to 62. Peter disowns Jesus. Then, seizing him, they led him away and took him into the house of the high priest. Peter followed at a distance, and when some there had kindled a fire in the middle of the courtyard, and had sat down together, Peter sat down with them. A servant girl saw him seated there in the firelight. She looked closely at him and said, "This man was with him." But he denied it. "Woman, I don't know him," he said. A little later, someone else saw him and said, "You also are one of them." "Man, I am not," Peter replied. About an hour later, another asserted, "Certainly, this fellow was with him, for he is a Galilean." Peter replied, "Man, I don't know what you're talking about." Just as he was speaking, the rooster crowed. Cock-a-doodle-doo! The Lord turned and looked straight at Peter. Then Peter remembered the word the Lord had spoken to him. "Before the rooster crows today, you will disown me 3 times. And he went outside and wept bitterly. So what that story is telling us is there was one point where Peter claimed he didn't know Jesus and he didn't follow Jesus. And instead of being fully upset by it, Jesus said, "I forgive you." And that was a big thing for Jesus to do, because it's not always easy to forgive someone when our feelings are hurt. But we need to do it, because not only does it help the person who hurt us feel better, it helps us feel better. It helps us to be able to move on and to not keep feeling the same hurt over and over. It doesn't mean we have to talk to the person again, and it doesn't mean we have to tolerate it again. But if we forgive them, our body feels calmer and happier, and we're able to move on to the happy things of our life. And that was, pretty much what Jesus did. He stayed in contact with Peter, and he stayed friends with Peter. But he forgave Peter, even though Peter said he wasn't with him and he didn't know him. So he was able to put his hurt aside, and he was able to keep the friendship. And forgiving and friendship is something that we can be thankful for. So with Thanksgiving tomorrow, this was a great lesson today. Now again, I also want to remind you to talk to your parents. We have our Memorial Baptist Church Christian Ed Christmas collection coming up, and we're looking to raise monies to donate to 4 different groups. We're looking to send some money to Angel Tree, some money to a program in Haiti to help children there, a church who needs a new home, and a group that's working with the homeless to collect some clothes and purchase them a new outfit so they have warmer coats to wear, hats, gloves, and thick socks. So we're working on collecting monies for those. So if there's a way you could donate some of your allowance, or if you could ask your parents if there's a couple extra chores you could do for a couple extra monies, that would be great. I would love for you to post in the comments some different ideas you have to raise money to help us reach our goal of helping all these people. Right after this video, we're going to attach the video that comes with the lesson. It was another great one put out by this group. I think you guys will enjoy it. But thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And we miss you all, and we can't wait till we can meet again. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Have you ever done something and felt really, really guilty about it? Well, good news! God is forgiving! Maybe you've disobeyed your parents. You knew the right thing to do was to listen to them, but you didn't. The good news is, if we confess our sins to God, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all wickedness. 1 John chapter 1, verse 9. Maybe you told a lie. You know lying is wrong. But the good news. Oh Lord, you are so good, so ready to forgive, so full of unfailing love for all who ask for your help. Psalm chapter 86, verse 5. Maybe you acted out of anger. The good news? Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. Colossians chapter 3, verse 13. Maybe you cheated on a test or at a game. The good news? God has removed our sins as far from us as the east is from the west. Psalm chapter 103, verse 12. Maybe you've done something so bad you think God would never forgive you, but your past choices don't define you. Because the good news, anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. The old life is gone, a new life has begun. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17.